Hello again, friends, and you are our friends. Welcome to break number 97 on this beautiful CM Punk Sunday. We have an absolute banger of a break for you guys today. It might be a quicker one because we've got 3 one-pack boxes. We're going to be featuring 22-23 Stature and SPX and 21-22 Premier and Upper Deck Ice. If you guys remember last week, we pulled an absolute banger of a hit out of Ice, a 1/1 Brock Besser 5-color hard-signed autograph. Absolutely stunning from Brock Besser. As you see in the comments, Luke's already beat me to it. Make sure you put a number down, any number. So what we'll do is that if we pull a short print card, let's say it's a future, maybe not a future watch, but let's just say for fun, if we had SP Authentic, you get a card at a $9.99. If that card is numbered 30 of $9.99 and you guess number 30, you get a prize. So there should be plentiful short print cards here from when we dive into what we're doing. I'm thinking we'll start off with an SPX. Then from there, we can hop on over to Icetown. And then we can go home with our Stature. Brand new Stature just came out Wednesday. It has been beyond hot. And, of course, Premier, which, unfortunately, guys, Premier, almost done. We might do one more in the break next week if we don't sell it before then. But we have got Black Friday deals out the wazoo here this week. Today it ends, so keep in mind, if you want to take advantage of those deals, hop on the website, come on in store, say hi, give us a visit, all that fun stuff. But aside from that, we're talking like 40, 50, 60 bucks in terms of deals. We're not talking 5 or 10 kind of chintzy little deals. So, without any further ado, let's start off with SPX. Keep in mind, guys, I always love to hear any sort of feedback. Make sure you comment, give a reaction. All that stuff helps in terms of trying to get the break in front of as many people as we can. But if you want to know, if you want to suggest boxes for us to break, really anything. I'm open to anything. The breaks are for you. So we want to make sure that you guys are all taken care of when it comes to what you want to see. SPX for 22-23 is going to be much different than 21-22. 21-22 had 4 packs with 1 card per pack. The brand new SPX has 1 pack with 5 cards. 21-22 also had 2 hits on average per box, a hit being a patch or an auto. This guy has 1 guaranteed autograph. So we'll hopefully find some other shorty prints, but we'll pretty much dive in, see what we can find. And for anybody new participating, the team selection video would have went up around 1:15 or so. So we'll get kicked off here. We've got Vegas on the board, so it's Braden Paschal. Braden Paschal. Your short print number of the day is number 50 of 149. So if you've guessed number 50, come on up and collect your prize. That is a rookie card as well, by the way. So definitely a nice little beginning. Behind him, a gorgeous parallel for Timo Meier. Take a look at that guy. Ooh, hypnotic. That is a short print out of 50. That is number 39 of 50 for Timo. So if you've got San Jose, that's probably a welcome card for you to see. Behind him, we're on the board with an auto. Let's play a little reverse. Let's show the autograph first. I'll give you 10 seconds, plus 10 points if you can guess who the auto is. We'll continue through, and we have got goaltender with the Seattle Kraken, Philip Grubauer. Philip Grubauer! He's not quite McGruber, but he can still solve mysteries. Very gorgeous card at SPX. So nice to get Seattle on the board too. Some of the teams that may not have any of the bigger rookies kind of get hit there early. Well, speaking of big rookies, we've got a nice one here with a radiant FX rookie, Jake Sanderson. Sanderson, who's had a ton of time in relief, is the word I'm looking for, of Thomas Chabot. So Sanderson is number 299 and is number 144. So if you have number 144, come on up and collect your prize. And finally, behind him, a beauty. Speaking of being radiant, it's my boy Spencer Knight. 45 of 99. 45 is the number we're looking for. Look at that, all those numbers. We didn't get a match. I love these cards. They are layered. They have that texture to them, so they have that kind of clear cut to the bottom or over the sides and such. And then from there you have really the overall stamp or the layering of Knight. So a beautiful second year sophomore card for Spencer Knight. So that was fun. We got an autograph out of the way. We got a couple rookie cards. We got some decent names like Sanderson and that type of thing. Let's move on over to the ice side. We'll get ourselves some packs. And then from there, we'll have our two heavy hitters. And I'd also like to hear, maybe you guys will want to see what actual stuff we pull. But what did you like more? Last week's break where we did 5 boxes and a ton of packs? Or this week's break where 3 boxes only have 1 pack? Keep in mind, last week, one of our 5 boxes was Skybox Metal, which has 15 packs, which is actually exactly what we opened here today. So, definitely a different type of break, but certainly still fun nonetheless. Ice. Oh, ice, my favorite product. I should be more equal time for equal products when it comes to these hockey cards, which I view as my children. But ice, absolutely spectacular. We have done a box of ice for at least 2 months, if not 3 months now. It is the gift that keeps on giving. That is where our 101 Besser came out of. We had a gorgeous Huberto triple color hard sign, the whole works. Ice, every autograph is hard signed, so that's a major, major push there. Overall, you have 1 hit per box. A hit is either an autograph, a patch, or one of the Frozen and Ice cards, which is one of those old school dare to tears. If we find one of those, we're going to open it because we are breakers and we're going to break. So if we get there, we'll explain it a little bit more. I don't think I've ever had a box that has had less than 2 hits in it. So typically with Ice, 6 cards per pack. We also have a little 2021 bonus pack we'll be opening after the rest of the box. They did not make Ice for 2021, so those bonus packs should have Ice Premiers in them. We've seen some absolutely stellar cards. We've seen some Jason Robertson, we've seen some Dylan Cousins out of 99, the whole works. Alright, so let's get going. We got a thick card, but looks like a box loader, easy for me to say. We got Nikolai Ehlers, David Pastrnak, and we got Sid the Not So Kid. Alex Barré-Boulet, it was a green parallel as a rookie. We've got some former Rookie of the Year called Moritz Seider, who many people are saying is going to be the next best defenseman. I mean, Cale McCarr's got something to say about that, but Seider is absolutely up in the top. And our base rookie is going to be David Ference. David Ference. Everybody's favorite, the Nashville Predators. The beat goes on. We got a thin pack here now. Let's see what kind of goodies that we can find. Ivan Provorov, Victor Arvidsson, and Kaner is going to be our base. Pavel Buchnevich is going to be our St. Louis Green Parallel. We've got an Ice Premier for Vegas. Number 239 is the number we're looking for. It is Daniel, not Daniel. Well, maybe it is Daniel. There's 2 I's. Miromanov. Everyone say it with me. Daniil Miromanov. And Alex Newhook. If you've got Colorado, he's going home with you. I see the comment there for mystery jersey boxes. Nothing at the moment. Hockey ones have been a little bit trickier to get a hold of lately in terms of cost and that type of thing. Last mystery boxes we had would have been NFL boxes, and that was probably, they probably dried up a little under a month ago now, but it is something that we'll definitely look at trying to get back in there for sure. We've got a thick pack, and while there is a box loader, we do have a thickie included, so we'll find out what kind of fun we can get there. Only 1 base card being Carter Hart. Our green parallel is going to be Quinn Hughes, and we've got a hit hidden underneath of Quinn, old Quinnigan. Start off from the top. I'll give you 1 hint. It's a goaltender. See? Look, he's got a mask and everything. Look, there's his eyes. Come on, name that goalie. Look at his eyes. It's Connor Hellebuyck. Connor Hellebuyck up on the board. Beautiful white patch representing Winnipeg. Of course, who else could he represent? And just so you know, that is a game-used patch as well. I know that is obviously the big piece when it comes to that type of stuff. So a beautiful game-used patch gets Winnipeg there with a hit. Hidden behind him, once I can get myself figured out, a great base rookie that I'm picking up, and it's Lucas Raymond. So Lucas Raymond with the base rookie for the Red Wings. I got to say, personally, I'm a heavy investor in Lucas Raymond. I think he's going to be absolutely sensational. I think he's going to have a Pettersson-style breakout over the next year or 2. But what do I know? I'm also a Florida Panthers fan, so some people call me delusional. Jacob Verna, Connor McDavid, and Zach Hyman going to be the base. Garrett, I'm not a pylon Pilon with a green parallel rookie. We've got an ice crystal of another goaltender and Andrei Vasilevsky. And, speaking of goaltenders, Logan, I want my job back, Thompson, with goaltender with the Vegas Snipes. Still a rookie nonetheless, but ever since this Aiden Hill kid came in, a little bit tougher going for Logan Thompson. Granted, still a ton of skill. The beat goes on. We got a Thinny, we got Kirill Kaprizov, we got Hubie Doobie Doo, and Charlie McAvoy's our base. Casey Middlestat gets us up with a green parallel for Buffalo. Vitek Vanacek with one of the magenta, fuchsia. I could call it pink or purple. It's not really that fun, so let's just go with magenta. And Jan Jenik, rookie with the Arizona Coyotes, who are shockingly having a pretty decent year. Thick pack when it comes to the ice this time. Sebastian, there's always next week, my friend. Don't you worry. We'll make sure to get you in. Thomas Hertl and Taro Teravainen is going to be our base. Behind him, we've got Philip Forsberg. Philip Forsberg with a nice green parallel with Nashville, of course. We've got an ice crystal. Holy crow! And we've got a big boy hidden behind the ice crystal. Vasily Podkolzin is going to be our rookie crystal. I know you guys can see my base card right now on the back. That's perfectly fine. Jeremy Swayman up there with Boston. And hold on. Let me do a little flipperoo here. Try to get this piece over top. Just try to keep a little bit of the mystery alive, a little of the mystique, if you will. It's all about showmanship. You can't have a magician who just kind of says, "Okay, now they're in half." No, we got to go for the ride. It is an absolutely gorgeous card. This is a card that I think of when I think ice. A gorgeous clear cut. We'll do the old slow roll, and again. Well, look at that. The name's right at the top. It's Stature Demko. So much for a magician showing off his tricks. Beautiful hard-signed autograph. That is pretty nice over top of the logo like that. Autograph stretches all the way through, kind of right over his pad. He's not going to let that autograph into the net. Called the Glacial Graph. A Glacial Graph. And Vancouver strikes again, my friends. Let's take a peek at the back of that guy. Absolutely wonderful. Obviously, that see-through when it comes through to it. But Thatcher Demko, who is having a heck of a year, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And here we go again, right? You do a box of ice, you're supposed to get one hit. We did half of it. We got a pair of hits. We still got half a box to go. You're not guaranteed an autograph. That's not how we roll here. We got your autograph. Don't you guys worry. Clearly Vancouver is one of the teams that people should be looking for now. We got a thick pack. Just looks like a box loader. I appreciate that, Yvonne. That makes sense. If you kind of prefer that more packs to open, I want to hear everybody's opinion. I think that there is a perfect in-between in terms of a lot of packs, like maybe 2 boxes with 15 or 12 packs or whatever, and then a couple kind of heavy hitters. But yeah, that's perfect. I appreciate that, Yvonne. Thank you for your opinion there. Jason Spezza, Drake Batherson, and Jaden Schwartz going to be the base. We've got Jamie Drysdale with a beautiful green, I'll say color match, even though maybe he's not green, but people kind of associate green with Anaheim. As a base parallel green parallel? Yeah, you know. Jonathan Marchessault, Florida Panthers' biggest mistake, letting him go. Take you back in time when the Vegas Golden Knights had the expansion draft. Florida decided to give up both Riley Smith and Jonathan Marchessault so they could keep defenseman Alex Petrovic, who left the league in probably a year and a half. One of the biggest gaffes in Panther history. And Giroux, Benoit Olivier Giroux, is our base card. Gets another card for Anaheim there too. And no, I'm not bitter about losing Marchessault, who's only gone on to have a breakout season with Florida, and then they just turned him away, and now he's picking up 30 goals a year. But no, it's fine. Why would I be bitter? We've got Marc-Andre Fleury, Mitch Marner, and Josh Morrissey going to be the rest of the base. Vitek Vanacek is going to be our green parallel. We have an Ice Premier. Oh, so close. We're one off the bookend. 798 of 799. San Jose gets another rookie card. Jonah Gadjovich. Guess there's a J. Is it a silent J? Who knows? He screams, for he does not know. And my favorite caveman, Ukko-Pekka, who's having a heck of a year, actually. He's been splitting time with Devin Levi. And Levi, as expected, maybe having a little bit more of a struggle, still being just a baby as far as I'm concerned. But Ukko-Pekka has definitely been picking up some of the slack there. We just got to get the fans to just kind of chant his name. Looks like an orange parallel here in our pack. Mark Stone, Brent Burns, and Sebastian Aho going to be our base. Carey Price. We all remember Carey Price. Yes, he is still in the league. Is a green parallel. We have Jean-Gabriel Pajot, JGP, with the orange parallel. And you know what? That's probably a closer color match than that Ducks card we had. And Joey Keane. Joey Keane, keen on playing well for the Carolina Hurricanes. 1, 2, 3 packs left. There's only one thick, so let's leave that to the end just for some fun. We'll go through with a thin one. We've got Nick Schmaltz, Victor Olofsson, and the Grade 8 Alex Ovechkin. Robin Leonard is up with a green parallel. We've got a gorgeous magenta Jeremy Swayman, rookie parallel. Those guys are tough to find, so nice to have that in addition to your base rookie Swayman. And Vasily Podkolzin. I seem to remember we pulled a Podkolzin right before the Thatcher Demko auto as well, so I always like that. It's nice to have different things. Like, people like to do the rainbow, for example. You try to get the green, you try to get the pink and all that other fun stuff. But when you kind of start off with a couple already, certainly helps the cause. Brian Russ, Tyler Toffoli, and Jesper Bratt is our base. I said Bratt like Brat. Jack Roslovic with a green. An absolutely gorgeous Ice Premier. Let's just show you. We'll just go kaboom. Dawson Mercer with a very short print out of 399. We'll get the base rookie out of the way, which is Jonathan Dallin with San Jose. But look at that. Dawson Mercer. The Ice Premiers are just such gorgeous cards. And with 399, hard to get it on camera. You can see maybe a little bit on this side, but has a sparkle. Really has, it's kind of embedded into the clear cut there itself. But Dawson Mercer from Newfoundland. He's an Atlantic Canada boy. An absolutely beautiful card there. And now we go to our Thickie. So this will be the last pack before we do our bonus, and then we'll reach into Stature and Premier. We've got a thick card. So how about that? So potentially we could be looking at 3 hits in the box. Definitely a box loader, don't get me wrong, but you can definitely see what's in front of it there too. Also a good sign because there's no base cards. So if you got a thicker one, typically you get less cards. Let's start off, let's see, by the back. We'll get the base rookie out of the way. Lane Pedersen. Not the right Pedersen, but still not lame. He's lame with San Jose. Jake Neighbors with a beautiful green parallel rookie. So we'll get St. Louis up on the board with a nice one. And guess what, everybody? We got a Frozen and Ice. So the fun's only going to continue here for us. So here's how these guys work. They're typically 1 and 2 packs on average. If you hear, don't want to shake it too much, but you hear that little rattle, there's going to be a little mini clear-cut card inside. So the front is always going to be just a different guy. In the middle, we're looking for an Ice Premier Mini. Those guys can be short print as well. The way that this is going to work, again, we are breakers, so we are going to open it and find out what the heck is in there. Whoever has Carolina is going to get the shell, as I call it, which is just going to be the outer card. Believe it or not, there is still a market for that type of stuff. A lot of people do want to collect everybody. Whoever's inside, that card, of course, is going to go to that team. So we'll kind of dive right in when it comes down to it. We've done a few of these, and we've had some fairly decent luck. So just a little bit of surgery. We just kind of open up the back, give her a peel, and hopefully you give it a better peel than I did, because she didn't quite peel all the way, but we will make it work. So you just open up the old barn doors there. There's the rest of the strip. Open up the barn doors, as I call them. And our mini belongs to the team I will announce right now. Now that I have it, it's the Philadelphia Flyers, and it's Wade Allison. Wade Allison, who is going to be our mini. So just as a reference, there's a for scale, if you will. So if you got Philadelphia, the mini premiers of Wade Allison coming home with you. And if you got Carolina, you're getting the shell of the actual Frozen and Ice card. There's just a look at the back. Certainly some bigger rookies that could have been had. We've had some quite big names come through in the past. But if you've got Philadelphia, you're probably pretty happy with it, if I had to guess. So we'll put that guy away, and now we'll go into some bonus pack. That's exactly what I was going to say. So, because they did not make 2021 Ice, they will put a bonus pack in every box of the new 21-22 Ice. There will be 5 cards with 1 Ice Premier, and you have a shot at a parallel at the back. It's a heck of a name at the back. We'll see if it's a short print or not. But even the base cards can be valuable for these guys, because quite frankly, they only made a 12th of what they would have made for the 21-22 Ice. So, we'll see what we get here. Timothy Liljegren. Cale Makar is our base. Another base card coming up is going to be our favorite rat, Brad Marchand. And we'll kind of go through and see what we've got as an Ice Premier. And it's Glenn Gowden. Glenn Gowden, number 152 of 999. I'm a little, well, maybe not embarrassed, but I'll just admit, Never heard of the guy. So Glenn Gowden. Connor McDavid is a green parallel though behind it, so definitely a nice one to see when it comes down to that guy. Yeah, you know what? We've had some better base. I kind of expected a guy who maybe I've heard of before, but I suppose if you're getting your Ice Premier and you were born in early '97, you probably had a slow start to get in. Let's jump over to the stature side of things, and I hear you loud and clear there, Conrad, in terms of a couple things. So once more, we'll kind of do a recap there at the end in terms of what we would have had in terms of hits, but we'll kind of flash that Thatcher Demko one more time in terms of the glacial graphs. 2 breaks a week does probably act as a potential after Christmas. So right now, in terms of our breaks, we post them every Friday. They go every Sunday. If you want to be in the breaks, you can get a hold of me anytime throughout the week. I typically have an idea of what we're doing for the break by Monday afternoon. The last 2 breaks that we did, by the time it posted on Friday, both of them were already over halfway full. Just people saying, I just want to make sure I get in. We try to keep it in the same price point, that type of fun stuff. Normally, we take the holidays off. Historically, that is what happens. This year, I plan on continuing. So we will still look at doing 1 break a week up until Christmas. The week of Christmas, maybe we'll have a little chat. Maybe we'll have to skip that week. But come after New Year's, we may be headed to 2 breaks a week. And it could be exactly something like you're saying, Conrad. Maybe we do one that's a little bigger than the other. Maybe we do one that has some more packs, one that's a little bit more of a banger. But definitely a ton of different options. So I definitely appreciate you sharing your thoughts there, Conrad, because I think we're on the same page. Oh, Stature. Stature has been probably the fastest surging favorite in terms of a lot of people. It is 1 pack, it is 8 cards, 8 premium cards, no less. You should have 1 autograph at least per box with some other fun stuff. We'll find out exactly what that fun stuff is. Boxes right now retail for about $199.99. There's everything. What I love about Stature, my favorite part, is that they focus on legends as well. I've seen some beautiful cards. We've seen some beautiful Pat Waugh auto patches like Luke Robitaille, kind of a whole bunch of big-time names. Last year's Stature, we actually had the 1-of-1 Bobby Orr come out of this store. That's right. We keep the heat pushing. So we're going to see what Stature will give us, and then we'll go home with Premier. First time that we're doing Stature here in our break this week. Product just came out on Wednesday, so hopefully that would make sense to everybody, right? Let's see how simple we can get in here. Oh, easy enough, easy enough. Trying to, nice little name on the back. Name on the back, somebody who would have played in the CHL, and I believe is a former, I don't want to give too many for hints. So we'll go right to the front. We've got a great name here to get us kicked off. Repping the A with the Colorado Avalanche. Cale Makar. So Cale Makar, this is also a nice look at what the base cards what they look like. I love the highlight of the player. You still have obviously the background, but it is much more dim. It's like a photo negative. You don't want to take away from the beautiful the colors, the jersey, just the guy himself. So very, very beautiful looking cards. For the most part, all these cards are going to be 75 point. There are some that are going to have a potential patch in them that could be a little bit different, but if you're ever looking at Stature, that's going to be something to keep an eye out for. Cole Sillinger, going to be your second base card, a sophomore card for the Columbus kid playing with Columbus. This is, again, as a reminder, 22-23 in terms of your rookie crop. So for a guy like Cole Sillinger, be a sophomore card for him. Behind him, we get on the board with our first short print rookie. It's going to be with the New Jersey Devils, and it is Riley Walsh. Riley Walsh up on the board for Jersey. It is short printed down at the bottom. See if we can get that in focus. Yeah, not too bad. The goal's a little harder to see. 272 of 399 is going to be the number there. So if you've got New Jersey, that bad boy's coming home with you. Hiding behind Riley, well, I think you guys know who this kid is. Let me talk about him again. We got Cole Sillinger with one of the alternate jerseys. So Cole Sillinger, the Columbus kid from Columbus. I wish I could repeat exactly what I just said. Why is it an alternate jersey? Well, pretty easy to tell. So they go into the white, supposed to being in the home colors. That guy is also a short printed out of 99, and it is number 28, number 28. Craig, that means you're a winner, my friend. So congratulations, Craig, for guessing number 28. Cole Sillinger brings it on home there for you. Oh, it's actually 20. I'm just kidding. It is 28. No, you're right. So come on by the store, Craig. Come by our Moncton store. Just let me know and say, hey, I'm Craig and I had 28, and we'll have a prize here for you. So congratulations on that and for getting the right one. Behind him, one of the Wonderkind cards, we have Michael Aisimon with the Winnipeg Jets. These guys can be quite gorgeous. We released about a 30-second video on Wednesday when Stature came out. Some of the patch autos and such that you can pull for these type of cards are absolutely stellar. A lot of different, I'll say, design when it comes to it. There's a lot of flash to it, as you can see there in terms of that rainbow. And it is a sneaky short print, kind of hidden on the side, stamped at a 75, and it is number 31. We'll see if we can get that in frame or not, or kind of get things to focus. But number 31. Come on. Now you'll have to take my word for it, I suppose. It is hard to see even in person, but number 31 of 75 when it comes to Aisimo. Behind him, we've got the Wonderkind. We've seen some great Wonderkind cards come. Oh, I already said that. Braden Schneider for the New York Rangers with a Wonderkind, or Wonderkind. Maybe you call it Wonderkind. It is one notch rarer than the Michael Aisimo, and if we didn't have much luck getting that one in frame, good luck on this guy. It is the last off the line, though. It is number 35 of 35. Come on. Come on. Focusing on all the wrong things. Let's see if we can get it right up close. There we go. 35 of 35. Don't scan my fingerprints to commit crimes in my name. Not that you would have, but now I'm thinking you might. 35 of 35. So always gives it a little notch up. And Braden Schneider is actually playing quite well there for the Rangers. Behind him, we're on the board with our autograph. It's a rookie autograph, numbered to only 10. Numbered to only 10. It may be a name that you have heard before. With the Winnipeg Jets, it's Michael Aisimo. So Aisimo with a beautiful hard-signed autograph. I call that, maybe you can get away with calling it a color match, if you will. But 7 of 10 hard-signed autograph for Michael Aisimo. Interesting pack. 2 of him and 2 of Cole Sillinger. And the man who I believe played with Halifax once upon a time with the Moose, also with Winnipeg, we've got Nikolai Ehlers with a splendid skater. Absolutely splendid. Not specifically short printed for Nick Ehlers, but still a beautiful card nonetheless. So Michael Aisimo, that was number 7 of 10. I can't tell if anybody guessed 7 because my comments have already bumped, so if you got 7, just yell at me. If you yell loud enough, I may be able to hear you. You may make Tony's dog bark, though, as well, so maybe try to keep it a little under wraps. So Stature, not too bad. Maybe not the names we were looking for. We're getting a lot of hits for some of the smaller teams, which you can't always sneeze at. We were bound for maybe a little break, but that's just to keep the roller coaster ride low so we can come up real high with our bad boys Premier. I almost called it Stature. No, I didn't. It's Premier. So with Premier 6 cards, one pack is affectionately referred to as the Baby Cup. These bad boys retail for about $300 or $299.99. You are supposed to, on average, have 1 patch auto per box, plus an additional autograph in every box, and then potential for any sort of other, any sort of fun stuff there. So we'll kind of crack into Premier, and then we'll go home. Ultimately, don't go away from this feed. If you got a spot in the break, that means you have a chance to win a free spot for break number 98, because that's our gimmick here. We love to give away free stuff. So don't go too far away. It'll take maybe 5-10 minutes, and we'll explain how all that'll work on that video. But we still will have a free spot to give away for next week's break, of course. So let's dive in. A little update. Premier is 21-22. You guys should be well known at the crop there, but we're looking at big-time names like Cole Caufield as an example. And let's get started with my favorite Moth. It's Marc-Andre Fleury, and we've got some couple thickies in here. We've got a couple thickies here. So Marc-Andre Fleury, it is number 69 out of 299. I think it's the second week in a row 69 came up and nobody guessed it, and I'm very disappointed in all of you that nobody came up with number 69. So 69 of 299 is Marc-Andre Fleury. One has to imagine number 69 increases the value as well. Behind him, a Premier rookie, Niles Lundqvist with the New York Rangers. Rangers are making out pretty decent on this break. That is a short print, of course. Numbered out of 399, it is number 373. If you were wise enough to guess 373, you get 2 prizes. So how about that? Behind him, we're going to one of our thickies, and we've got a local boy. We'll do a little bit of a slow roll, maybe a drum roll if I had a third and fourth hand, with a Colorado Avalanche. A beauty short print for Justin Barron. Justin Barron, I believe, let me do a little sneaky peek here. Yeah, Halifax. So he is from Halifax, Nova Scotia, is Justin Barron. I believe his brother's Morgan Barron, of course, also from Halifax. Hard sign, beautiful autograph when it comes down to it. Short printed. That looks like, I think it's 08, but it kind of looks like 88 out of 65, which kind of adds to a little bit of the cool factor of it as I try to really get it in focus. But, you know, sometimes things happen. Beautiful patch, though, when it comes down to it as well. So Justin Barron, rookie patch auto with the Colorado Avalanche. Behind him, we have another auto, and it is going to be with the Arizona Coyotes. It is a rookie of Janis Mosser. Janis Mosser. Janis? Last name Mosser. Moser? Mr. Janis Mosser. Hard-signed autograph with the Arizona Coyotes. I know we're not necessarily getting the names we're looking for here, but let's see what's behind him with an absolutely gorgeous. Talk about patch-tacular. That is right. The New York Rangers strike again. Take a look at that. Holy crow. Chest logo, patch-tacular of Zach Jones, short printed at a 25. Let's get a real close-up look at that patch. That is absolutely stunning. Those are gorgeous, gorgeous cards, the patch-tacular. They take up a big piece of the card itself, and they really make sure to give it a lot of, let's say, a lot of attention, if you will. And bringing us on home, it's Brandon Duhaime. Brandon Duhaime, we've got a patch when it comes to a rookie side of things as well. Brandon Duhaime with the Minnesota Wild. And I got to be honest, this is pretty surprising. Not any Montreal, not any Anaheim, not any of the heavy hitters we were looking for. Beautiful cards, though, as a whole, as we do a little bit of a rewind for people just joining. Philip Grubauer got us started off with our box of SPX with a beautiful autograph there. Arguably the winning card of things. Keep in mind we had some gorgeous patch autos. Thatcher Demko with the hard-signed Glacial Graph that came out of our icebox. We also had Michael Eisimo, 7 of 10 when it came to the Stature side of things. We had a Frozen and Ice card. We had Janis Mosser that came out of Arizona. We also had Justin Barron with a beautiful patch auto. And we had some patch-taculars as well. Other rookie things include guys like Jake Sanderson and company. But overall, we're going to do better next week. You have my word for it. We're going to come up with something big. We're going to do it. We're going to bring you all back. So I want to thank everybody for joining our break. Hopefully you guys had some fun. Hopefully you had at least a little bit of entertainment. And 100% Tony, if you had Winnipeg, if you had the Rangers or that type of thing, if you had some of these teams, you're absolutely happy as can be. Maybe not the big teams. It just shows. Sometimes you get Montreal and it kind of craps out on you, right? So sometimes the small market teams are the winners. Again, don't go too far away from this feed. We're going to give away a free spot within 5 to 10 minutes. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you again shortly.